everyone. We recently participated in the Envision program. We followed along a storyline consisting of a captain who was caught in rough weather among the chaos, a crew member stole part of the treasure map.
In an adventure of CSI, engineering, and medical, we learned everything from splints and spleens to programming robots to examining fingerprints. Please enjoy what we learned about.
The model lungs that we have made are to examine how the lungs work. These model lungs helped me learn lots of things. One of the things that I have learned is that if there were to be a blood clot above the lungs, then the lung will eventually collapse because of how much pressure is inside the lung.
Splits and spleens demonstrates how to heal a sprained or broken bone or tissue. It also describes how to use a cast for many injuries. For instance, it shows how to put a cast on a neck, leg, or even an arm injury. But overall, splits and spleens is a good start to pursuit of being a doctor.
We're the robotics team. After the shipwreck, we did a head count and realized that some engineers have got missing on the island. So we sent out a search party of robots to find them. In the result, we created the M-bots and started to figure out how to code them. After learning the basics, like forward, left, and right, we were able to locate the crew members.
Once we located the crew members, we ran into another issue. During the night storm, some of our ship parts and food were blown away to the island. Since the island was flooded, we had to make a bridge that would support the M-bot to cross, with using straws and paper clips.
A couple of days ago, we dissected a normal-sized cat heart. It was about 7 to 10 pounds. The texture was meaty and the color was pinkish red. After we cut it open, we saw all the parts of the heart and we named them.
There were veins, artery, valves, pumps, and lots more. Feeling the heart was like feeling me. You are about to prepare to cook. It was cold, hard, and slimy. It had an odd smell and had many holes.
Snake bite. While two of the suspects, Neff and Young, were being led back to the ship, Young was bitten by a snake. Sydney is feeling a bit froggy and claims she has been kidnapped by Neff, which he denies. Dr. Smart believes Sydney may be suffering from mild delusions caused by neurotoxic snake bite. Before symptoms are to be treated, the breed of the snake that bit her needs to be determined. There are two types of venom that snakes carry. One is hemotoxic and one is neurotoxic. The neurotoxic venom affects the nerves, while the hemotoxic affects the blood. Both are very serious and need immediate medical attention. The symptoms of hemotoxic are pain, swelling, bleeding, paralysis, and tissue damage. Neurotoxic symptoms are potential blindness, respiratory paralysis, and nerve damage. After analyzing Young's symptoms, it can be determined that Sydney has been bitten by a hemotoxic snake. In order to treat her, she has to give details about the snake. She described a flat head and brown spots, revealing the identity of the Malayan pit viper.
I nearly lost consciousness again when I looked inside it and realized a portion of the ancient map was missing. As I looked around the room, I noticed a strange powdery substance. As soon as we heard about the mystery powder, we got straight to analyzing powdered sugar, cornstarch, baking soda, and cream of tartar. The characteristics we observed were the appearance, texture, smell, reaction to vinegar, and reaction to iodine. After we gathered our observations of the four powders, we began to look at the mystery powder. By just comparing its appearance, we determined it was cornstarch because of its yellow tint and chalky-looking texture.
The reason why Neff kidnapped Young is because she saw too much, so she would not tell the captain. But now from our intel, we know that the partner is Dr. Nicholas Yep, smart.
Suspicion around whereabouts of the missing map took us back to the crime scene to analyze the blood splatter to find out whose it was. We know many crew members have injuries. To find the person whose blood was on the ground, we had to draw blood from 3 different heights and compare them to the crime evidence and see who has an injury from the same height that the blood was dropped from.
We measured the blood drops from 12, 30, and 66 inches. We found it was 30 inches that it dropped from. That means that the thief must have been kneeling or squatting.
Based on all the evidence our STEM group has submitted,
We believe that Dr. Smart and Shipwright Neff are guilty for stealing the ancient map.